Good morning, my Real News Midday TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a blessed Sunday. And in the news this morning, 4 arrested in police operations in Islington, St. Mary. Law enforcement officers in St. Mary on Saturday arrested 4 people during a series of targeted operations in the Islington area of the parish. The operations were carried out between 4:45 a.m. and 7 a.m. Acting Superintendent of Police in charge of the St. Mary Police Division, Anthony Wallace, says the 2 of the individuals were arrested in connection with the possession of identity information, while 2 others were taken into custody for questioning in relation to an ongoing murder investigation. The operations were conducted without incident and represent a continued effort by the police and the supporting agencies to address the criminal activities in the area, said Wallace. The police remain committed to maintaining public safety and urge anyone with relevant information to assist by contacting the St. Mary Police or 311, he added. Computer programmer charged with a fraudulent conversion. A computer programmer has been charged with a fraudulent conversion in relation to the sale of a motor vehicle. He is 50-year-old Mark Prestwich of Island Drive, Kingston 19. The St. Andrew police say the complainant transferred US $4,000 to Prestwich on August 8 to purchase a vehicle on his behalf. They say the vehicle was not delivered and the complainant requested a refund. When the request was not met, the police were notified and the Prestwich was later arrested. Prestwich is set to appear in the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court on January 27, 2025. Progress being made in probe of mass shootings, says a police commissioner. Police Commissioner Dr. Kevin Blake has claimed that the police high command has been making significant progress in its investigations of several mass shootings which occurred this year. Nearly 20 people were killed and several others wounded in mass attacks in Cherry Tree Lane, Clarendon, Pleasant Heights, East Kingston, Point Hill, St. Catherine, and Waltham Park Road in St. Andrew over the past several months. Delivering the GCF 2024 year in review on the weekend, Dr. Blake disclosed that the CIB detectives have made several arrests in the Cherry Tree Lane massacre in Clarendon, in which 8 people, including a 7-year-old boy, were killed on August 11. Commissioner Blake said that the police are still searching for the suspects behind last month's deadly attack on Bowen Road, Kingston 11, in which 8 people were also shot. And following a reduction in major crimes recorded this year, Dr. Blake is seeking to assure the country that the police high command will be ramping up its operational activities in 2025 to improve public safety. He says the High Command will be intensifying its focus on criminal gangs behind most of the murders and the shootings recorded this year.
Swift law enforcement action led to 11 arrests, 2 fatal confrontations with suspects, and charges under the anti-gang legislation. The response included limited states of public emergency, curfews, and an ongoing police and military presence to prevent reprisals. The Point Hill shooting in St. Catherine on August 21, where 7 individuals were injured and 1 found dead, highlighted escalating gang conflicts. Investigations led to the charging of Juna Coleman for multiple offenses, with further suspects identified. The police, supported by the Jamaica Defense Force, ramped up operations, leveraged intelligence to pursue key persons of interest. Similarly, on October 21, in Pleasant Heights, Kingston, an attack claimed 5 lives, including a gang leader and his son, linked to internal gang disputes. Juna Creary, alias Whopper, and Lord Evil were identified as key figures, prompting targeted operations and the declaration of a state of public emergency and increased community engagement to restore calm. The Bowen Road incident in Kingston 11 on November 2 resulted in 3 deaths and 5 injuries, stemming from a gang conflict involving the Kid Lane gang and the Ratbat gang. Police operations, including targeted raids and curfews, are ongoing to apprehend suspects and dismantle networks. Despite the scale of these incidents, the JCF strategic response, marked by arrests, intelligence-driven operations, and interagency collaboration has been pivotal in preventing violent reprisals, reflecting progress in curbing gang-related violence and ensuring community safety. The format of these press conferences is designed not just to inform the media, but to speak directly to you, the people we serve. Through these unfiltered engagements, we communicate the JCF's commitment to public safety and our collective progress as a nation. As we look ahead to 2025, let us carry the momentum of this year's achievements. Together, we will address the challenges that remain, build on the progress that we have made, and continue to work towards a safer and more prosperous Jamaica.
Indicom probing 2 more police fatal shootings. The Independent Commission of Investigations has announced that it is probing 2 fatal shootings by the police on the weekend. Indicom Commissioner Hugh Faulkner says in one of the incidents, a man was shot when he attacked a policeman with a knife. The unidentified man was reportedly seen wounding an individual with a knife along the Newlands Main Road in Portmore when the policeman intervened. He allegedly attacked the policeman and was fatally shot. Indicom has also disclosed that year-to-date, 185 people have been shot and killed by the security forces, 17 of them in December.
One incident just after 9 p.m. reportedly took place at Tavern Drive in Papine, St. Andrew. The St. Andrew Central Special Operation Team alleged a confrontation with armed men, resulting in the fatal shooting of a male and the reported recovery of a firearm. All investigative angles are being pursued by the Indicom team to include collection of statements, service of notices to officers for interviews, collection of ballistic and forensic exhibits, among other tasks. In the second incident, the police report an intervention by a JCF officer as a result of a reported stabbing incident in Newland, St. Catherine. The JCF report that the officer was attacked and engaged his firearm to repel same.
Call for system to notify victims of crime about offenders' status. Senior Research Fellow at the Sir Arthur Lewis Institute of Social and Economic Studies, Dr. Dacia Leslie, in insisting that many victims or survivors of crime are left in the dark about the developments in their cases, says there is a critical and urgent need for a fully operational national victim information and a notification system in Jamaica. The tool, which exists in several jurisdictions outside Jamaica, typically notifies the victims of crimes about the status change of an offender and is confidential, free, and available 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Such systems provide real-time notifications on important case developments, including court dates, hearings, bail decisions, parole status, and any changes in the defender's location or release. Leslie, who is also chair of the Crime Prevention and Offender Management Research Cluster, in responding to queries from the news as to the utility of such system in the island, said although there have been various efforts to improve victim support and communication, these initiatives remain fragmented and have not yet been integrated into a cohesive national system for real-time victim or survivor notifications. As it stands, many victims or survivors are left in the dark, unaware of important developments in their cases. This uncertainty fosters anxiety and increases the risk of retaliation and further harm. In many instances, victims may not be promptly informed if an offender is granted bail, released, or transferred to another facility. Such delays can lead to precarious situations where victims are unprepared or unaware of potential threats, Leslie said. Moreover, for those unfamiliar with the legal process, navigating the system can be overwhelming. Limited access to legal resources, combined with a limited understanding about how the judicial system works, further exacerbates the problem, particularly for especially vulnerable witnesses, she said further. The development and the sustained implementation of an NVINS would therefore be a significant step forward in enhancing witness care in Jamaica. Such an initiative could improve client-centered care, increase victim safety, foster greater public trust in the justice system, and better protect vulnerable individuals the SALISES Senior Research Fellow at the University of the West Indies Mona campus opined. Leslie said implementing an NVINS in Jamaica requires a careful attention to areas for capacity development, including having a robust technological infrastructure, skilled human resources, and a supportive legal framework. Tangible steps for developing these capacities for victim care in general are already outlined in the Integrated Strategic Plan for Witness Care in Jamaica 2020, which addresses the need for technology upgrades, training programs, and the data protection measures. Financial resources must also be allowed for system development, maintenance, and the scaling, ensuring its sustainability over time. Public awareness campaigns and the multi-channel communication strategies are essential to ensure that the victims across Jamaica, particularly in rural areas, can access the system, she said. Leslie also noted that collaboration across law enforcement, the judiciary, and the victim support agencies will be vital to ensuring the system's integration and effectiveness. Guys, thanks for watching. Please join us this afternoon at 2 p.m. for another news update.